want to read from two books. Someone open Luke chapter 1 verse 1. We only want to read from two books and we'll be done. We want to talk about witnessing. And before I start, I have a brother and a sister in this room. So Kevin and Gumi, can you just say hi? You'll be after the day.
The Lord is good.
Now, there was a time when I was still young, very young. I was in class 2, and I was very young. You see, at home, our dad doesn't stay at home with us. He stays far away from home. So, my mother had missed his man a lot. So he had to travel to go and visit his man. So mama yangu alienda kutembelea mtu wake. So we were left at home, me and my sister. At that time my sister was in high school. So you know, my sister can't go to fetch water. At the same time, I was too young to carry a large number of jerrycans on a bicycle. So there was this guy those people who come from Nyanda, Western, they'll tell you there's these people who sell water on bikes, on motorbikes and bicycle. So there's this guy, now he's dead actually. This guy used to supply water to our home. So that day, he supplied water to our home. And my sister told him, I'll pay you jioni. Because alikuwa anapita na supply, then anakuja collect pesa jioni. And one funny thing, my sister had used that money to buy credit. You see, she had a phone, and at that time there were some boyfriends who were playing with her mind, so he had bought some credit to talk to the boyfriends. Ametumia pesa ya nini? Pesa ya nini? Ya maji kununua credit. Now this guy alikuwa na norm ya when he comes, he rings his bell. Ndio ujue he's on the way to prepare pesa mpe. So when my sister heard the bell, my sister is called Maggie. I'm sorry if there's someone here, Maggie, because alifanya ukora. My sister is called Maggie. Then she called me. Akaniambia, Ben, this guy is coming, but sina pesa. And mom was to come the following day actually. So he told me, mimi naenda bedroom kujificha chini ya bed. So when he asked for money, please tell him, my sister ameenda market kununua food, please kujia kesho saa 5 utapewa. You know it's on a Sunday. You see, I'm witnessing. I'm going to witness something in uongo. I had to do it. You know, my sister was tough. Because one day she punished me. Aliniambia sitakula. Nilienda kisiagi nikachelewa. Sikusikia. Nilichelewa. So I knew nikisema no, I'll be punished. So vile huyu jamaa alifika nikamwambia na sister yangu hayuko, ameenda kutafuta mboga na utakujia kesho pesa mchana. My sister knew very well, kesho ni Monday, I'll be in school, mama atakuwa atalipa hiyo pesa. So you see, my sister forced me to witness something which is wrong, something which is inaccurate. So witnessing Christ. How do you witness Christ? Now listen, this is very interesting. I have a sister here with me. But let me tell you, if I happen to date you here today, just know I'll never cheat on you. Because this lady, anywhere I go, hata nikisalimia msichana unasikia anasema, na ujua akona mtu. She destroys everything with that phrase. She says it, huyu asikudanganya akona mtu. So you are sure, if I date you, I'll never play games with you because Winnie will take care of you. But I have a friend here called Kevin. You see, this brother of mine, Kevin, when we were with him, he wants to force me accept that hajakuwa na msichana mwingine, yet I know tumekutana na msichana mmoja by the name A, akamwambia ni wewe tu. Then from there tunakutana na the girl B, anasema ni wewe tu, hata uliza Orieba. So he wants me to witness, yet I know amekuwa na mtu mwingine. So you see, in this life you can witness something which is positive and it will affect someone positively, and you can witness something in a negative way and it affects those people negatively. If today I witness Kevin to a certain lady that he is single and yet I know he has someone else, I'll be witnessing to Kevin positively, but to that lady negatively. If today we need witnesses about me, to me it's a negative witness because after all, I'm a destroyed plan, but to that lady I'm dating, it is a positive witness. How do we witness Christ? December, we are going for a mission. We are going to witness Christ. How are we going to witness Christ? If today we go for a mission with another alternative which is not witnessing the living Christ we know, we'll be getting people lost. Those people will get lost because we are not witnessing Christ who saved their life. We are not giving them the hope that Christ wants them back, but we are witnessing ourselves because we want to show ourselves to them. Who are you witnessing? Brothers, I want us to understand today that in anything we do in this life, we have to witness Christ in a positive way. Because if today we choose to witness Christ in a positive way, the heavens are happy. Because when you witness Christ in a happy way, someone gets to know Christ, and through that the heavens are happy. Do you remember the parable of the lost coin and the prodigal son? They say when the prodigal son came back home, and when that woman got the coin, and when the man got back the sheep, the heavens were happy. When you witness Christ in a positive way, you save someone's soul and the heavens are happy. Amen? Now I want us to read from Luke chapter number 1, verse 1. Pole pole tukisonga, I want us to know what Luke says. Before we read, Luke was a great learner. He was a doctor, in fact. And you know, Luke is saying that I'm writing all this, the record of all this, not because I was with Christ. You see, Matthew is writing about Christ he saw. Right? Are we together there? Yes. Matthew is Levi. Are we together? Mark, John is writing about Christ who he was with. Christ who chose him. Christ with whom he saw being crucified. So these are real things. John is writing about something ameona. You know, there's a witness mwenye nimeona, na there's a witness mwenye nimesikia. There's a time Edison was here, he was saying, vile nasikia rumors za watu mwenye. You know, he didn't see. So amesikia rumors. And there's someone mwenye ako pale ameona, actually you did it. So there are two people here, there are two groups here. There is someone who was with Christ and witnessed everything, and he's writing what he saw. And there's someone who is writing because he asked from people. Now, how did he ask? But you see, all of them are witnessing Christ, right? But they are reading from different accounts. Now, Luke chapter number 1, verse 1. Someone to read, please.
Inasmuch as many have taken in hand.
Inasmuch as many have taken in hand, continue.
To set in order a narrative of those things
which
have been fulfilled.
Those things which have been fulfilled. By the way, you see, when we read, please just read your Bible. Don't look at me. I want us, because there is something I want us to get from those texts. So you see, I just want to read through in a positive way. Just read through those lines. I want us to get something now. Start reading.
Inasmuch as many have taken in hand.
Inasmuch as many have taken in hand.
To set in order a narrative of those things which have been fulfilled among us.
Continue.
Just as those who from the beginning were eyewitness.
Now listen. Just as from those from the beginning of what?
Were eyewitnesses.
Were eyewitnesses. These are John. These are Matthew. These are Mark. They were eyewitnesses. Continue.
And ministers of the word.
And ministers of the word.
Delivered them to us.
Delivered them to us.
It seems good to me also.
Now listen. Luke is saying, it also seems good to me.
Also. Having a perfect understanding of all things from the very first.
Having a perfect understanding of all things from the very first.
To write to you an ordinary account.
To write to you an ordinary account.
Most excellent.
Theophilus.
That you may know the certainty of those things in which you are instructed.
Now listen. Stop reading. Now listen to me. You see, Luke is saying, everything that I'm writing in this book, I heard them, I sourced them from the eyewitnesses who are with who? Are we getting the point? I sourced them from the eyewitnesses who are with Christ. So Luke was not with Christ, but he's writing things that he learned from the people who are the eyewitnesses who saw Christ. I can't imagine today. But you see, Luke was baptized by Paul, right? Luke was baptized by Paul. I want us to get also this. So I can imagine today Paul taking Luke. I just imagine that day Paul took Luke to Mary Magdalene, to Mary the mother of Jesus in Ephesus, where he lived his old age. And Mary, as an eyewitness of Jesus Christ, tells Luke everything that conspired since Jesus was born to the time Jesus was dead. I'm just trying to imagine at that time when Paul took Luke to Apostle Peter, and Peter narrated how he betrayed, not even betrayed, how he was able to deny Jesus 3 times and the cook crowed 3 times. I'm just trying to imagine how Paul took Luke to John, and John told Luke how Jesus told him that, son, this is your mother. Mother, this is your son. I'm just trying to look at how these people, how Paul took Luke to every person that witnessed the life of Jesus and tell Luke that this is how Jesus was. This is how miraculous this person was. This is the power that this Jesus had in his mind. This is the preaching that Jesus preached to people that time. This is the healings that Jesus performed, that Jesus healed the people at that time. Which kind of witness is this? That people are witnessing about Jesus Christ, things that they saw, things that they heard. You can imagine meeting the mother of Jesus today, living his old age at Ephesus, then starts to narrate how Mary nursed baby Jesus. How Mary cried on the cross when Jesus was hammered on that cross because of our sin. How Mary saw this guy answering him in the temple. Didn't you know that I'm supposed to be in my father's house at the age of 12? And Luke is writing everything in that book of Luke because he is learning from people who witnessed Jesus Christ. If guys today we are witnessing about Jesus Christ and we are going out there for missions, let me tell you, the heavens are very happy if we're going to witness something which is correct about Jesus Christ. If today we are really moving out of this place, forbidding some holidays at home and go to that place to preach the gospel, to witness Jesus Christ, but you will not fall. Because the heavens really trusts us with the word to witness to the people. Because Luke says, look, but that is something I didn't tell you. Luke is writing this word to someone called Theophilus. Now listen, Theo means God. Get this clearly. Theo means God. Philus means a friend. So, Luke is writing this message to a friend of who? God. Luke is writing these messages to us because we are friends of who? I want to church to me here, please. I want you to answer to me. Luke is writing these messages to us because we are friends of who? Because we are friends of God. And that's why he's writing to us that because I learned these few things from the people who witnessed Jesus Christ, and this is how Jesus Christ was. But let me tell you, when you look in the book of in the New Testament, someone who has wrote a lot. People say it is Paul, right? Because he wrote a lot of Pauline epistles. But let me tell you, Luke wrote a lot with quality in the book of Luke and Acts. Because he writes the 28 chapters in Luke, I think so. The 28 chapters in Acts and a lot of chapters in Luke. Because he learned these things from people who saw Jesus Christ. I'm not saying that those people who didn't see Jesus Christ, they wrote nothing.